Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to AstroEdify. Today we are going to discuss about aspects in Jaimini Jyotish, and this is lesson 2 in Jaimini Jyotish. So let's start the video. See, so far we have discussed what are the differences between Jaimini Jyotish, Jaimini Astrology and Parashar Astrology. These are two different systems in Vedic Astrology. So far we have discussed a lot about Parashar Astrology, and the things or concepts are totally different in Jaimini Astrology, but they both give the same results. Results will never vary, that we have seen. And in the first lesson I have talked about Jaimini Karaks. So in this video of lesson 2, I am going to tell you about how aspects in Jaimini Astrology work and what is their significance. So there is a basic difference between the aspects, working of aspects in Parashar and Jaimini. In Parashar we know already that planets have aspects on particular houses, like Mars has 4th, 7th or 8th aspect, Jupiter has 5th, 7th and 9th aspect, Saturn has 3rd, 7th and 10th aspect, Ketu and Rahu has 5th, 9th and 5th, 7th and 9th aspect. So in Parashar system, planets aspect a particular house. Wherever they sit, from that location, from that position, they aspect a particular house. Okay. But in Jaimini Astrology, the things are different. Here planets don't aspect each other. Here zodiac signs aspect each other. And planets will be involved in the aspect indirectly, not directly, because planets are sitting in particular zodiac signs. So that is why they will be involved indirectly in the working of the aspect, but they will not directly aspect a particular house. So we are going to learn this through a example horoscope, how aspects actually work in Jaimini Astrology. But before moving ahead, we should know that what are various types of zodiac signs. There are 3 categories of zodiac signs. First is movable zodiac sign, second is fixed zodiac sign, and third is dual zodiac sign. So first is movable. All the zodiac signs, there are 4 zodiac signs in each of the category, total making it to 12. So all the there are different zodiac signs which come in these categories. So let's talk about movable signs. Movable signs, if we talk about a natural horoscope starting from Aries ascendant, then your movable signs will be the cardinal signs, means the signs, zodiac signs ruling the Kendra houses, 1st house, 4th house, 7th house and 10th house. This means movable signs will be Aries, Cancer, Libra and Capricorn, and these are always movable sign. It does not vary from Lagna to Lagna, from ascendant to ascendant, it doesn't vary ever. Movable signs are always specific, they are categorized specifically, they do not vary according to the horoscope or according to the ascendant. Okay, so movable signs are Aries, Cancer, Libra and Capricorn. Then fixed signs. Fixed signs are Taurus, Leo, Scorpio and Aquarius. And last is dual signs. Dual signs are Gemini and Virgo, then Sagittarius and Pisces. These are 4 dual signs. Okay, so before moving ahead and learning about the aspects, you should remember these 3 categories of zodiac signs, because they upon them only the whole working of aspects is based. So as you will be able to see on your screen right now, we are going to learn this through a example. Here you will be seeing that there are no planets, only the rashis or zodiac signs are given. And since in Jaimini Astrology, zodiac signs aspect each other, not the planets, so How aspects work, that I am going to tell you with this example. Since you can see this, that this is a Aries ascendant horoscope, and let's see now that how and what are the rules, how aspects work and what are the rules of aspects in Jaimini astrology. First is, movable signs will always aspect the fixed signs except the sign which is just next to them. What it means? You can see it in the horoscope that movable signs are Aries, Cancer, Libra and Capricorn. So Aries, if we take Aries here will aspect all the fixed signs, means Aries will aspect the Taurus, Aries will aspect Leo, Aries will aspect Scorpio and Aquarius, which are in the 2nd, 5th, 8th and 11th house respectively. Now, the exception is the movable signs will aspect all the fixed signs except the sign next to it. So Aries will not aspect the 2nd house of Taurus because it is just next to it. Except the 2nd house, it will aspect all the other houses, means 5th house, 8th house and 11th house, but not the 2nd house. Same is the case for other zodiac signs. If we take example of Cancer, the 4th house, it will aspect all the zodiac signs which are fixed in nature. That means it will aspect the 8th house, 11th house and 2nd house, but not the 5th house, because 5th house is in Leo, though it is a fixed sign, but it is just next to it, so it will not aspect that. So this is how aspect of movable signs work. Next is the aspect of fixed signs. Fixed signs, how they aspect? They aspect also in the same manner. Means fixed signs will always aspect the movable signs and accept the sign which is next to them. So if we take the example of Leo in the 5th house, it will aspect all the Kendra houses, all the movable signs, means 7th house, 10th house and 1st house of Libra, Capricorn and Aries respectively, but not the 4th house of Cancer because it is just next to it. So this is how the aspect of fixed signs work. Now the third category which remains is of dual signs. Dual signs, the rule for aspect of dual signs is that they aspect each other. They don't aspect the movable signs, they don't aspect the fixed signs, they aspect each other. Means in this case, the 3rd house, 6th house, 9th house and 12th house ruled by all the dual signs, they are going to aspect each other. Means 3rd house Gemini will aspect the Virgo and Sagittarius and Pisces will aspect all other 3. So this is how aspect of dual signs work. They aspect each other. So you have seen that how aspects work in Jaimini Jyotish. But there is the involvement of planet also in the indirect way. How that happens, that I am going to tell you now. See, how you have to see is, since a planet, let's take for example Mars. Mars is sitting, you can see on the screen also that Mars Mars is sitting in the 1st house, for example in Aries. So Mars here is, since it is sitting in the 1st house of Aries, and Aries is a movable sign, so it will aspect all the fixed signs, means it will aspect the 5th house, 8th house and 11th house. But if we take into account the aspect of Parashar also, means which are planetary aspects, so with respect to Parashari astrology, Mars is going to aspect the 4th place from itself, 7th place from itself and 8th place from itself. So if we take into account the aspect of Parashar, means Mars is going to aspect the 4th house, 7th house and 8th house. But if we talk about the aspect of Gemini, then Mars is also going to assert its influence on the 5th house and 11th house also. since 8th house is it's already looking by Parashar aspect. So 5th house and 8th and 11th house will also be influenced by Mars in the indirect manner, because Mars is sitting in a movable sign in the 1st house. Okay, so for example, if Jupiter is sitting in the 11th house of Aquarius, and if we apply the aspects of Parashar, then Mars is never going to see the 11th house by sitting in the 1st house. But since it is sitting in a movable sign, it is going to have its influence on Jupiter on the basis of Jaimini aspect. Okay, so this is how the things work, and Jupiter in return will have its influence on Mars, because it is in fixed sign. So fixed sign aspect the movable sign except the one next to it. So Jupiter here is going to aspect on Mars also. So there will be a mutual relationship between Mars and Jupiter, and many people ignore it while seeing or analyzing the horoscope. See, either some people are there who follow just one system, and I think that it's okay if you are very good at it, you should follow it. But if there is no harm, and actually your accuracy level rises when you apply two different systems in Vedic astrology. If you are applying Parashar system, you find a particular result, okay, keep it aside and see for the same situation according to Jaimini Jyotish also. When both will say that okay, the result is common, then your accuracy level will be much higher, and most of the astrologers ignore this point, and I think that you should include, if you want to truly learn astrology, this should be done by anyone who is truly interested in astrology, because ultimately it's upon your accuracy level, how accurate you are in predicting. This is what astrology is at the end. So if you are utilizing various tools at your disposal, that is going to enhance your accuracy much more. So I think that everyone should use both these systems, and this will give you a comprehensive approach. Okay, so this is how Jaimini Jyotish aspects work that we have seen. I think that now you must have understood that how aspects work in Jaimini Jyotish. These are not planetary aspects, but planets still have indirect influence on the houses since they are sitting in the particular zodiac signs. Okay, so we are going to discuss about more basic concepts of Jaimini astrology in future videos. In the coming videos, I will talk about Karakamsha Lagna, Arudha Lagna, Uppad Lagna, and Chardasha. How you have to see them. First of all, how they are calculated, and then next how they are analyzed. I am going to tell you each and everything from the basic to the advanced level. So just keep watching this series, and I think that it is going to help you a lot, and in building up your not just the basics but transcending onto a more advanced level of Jyotish. So if you are new to my channel, subscribe below. For more, check on my Twitter and Facebook page. So otherwise we'll meet in the next video. Till then, goodbye and thank you.